The new Oculus Dash was included in the latest public test channel update to the Oculus Rift, along with a bunch of other new features. And yes, this is a public test channel, so everything mentioned in this video is a beta, but it is public, so that means you can go ahead and download it if you decide to join the channel. It just means it may not be as stable as a full release, which is hopefully right on the horizon. So this video is going to contain my first impressions of everything that is new in this update, or at least everything that I've discovered. Starting off with Oculus Dash. Dash is supposed to be the new command center for your Oculus Rift. It's built for touch and it's meant to be that new start button overlay for just about everything across the system. Now in Oculus Dash, everything feels a little more separated, in that different settings are found in different locations. However, they are still very well organized and well grouped. So if you're used to the old interface, this new one will take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Inside of Dash, everything that you would find in the old interface is pretty much here, with the exception of this new feature called Oculus Desktop. What is Oculus Desktop? Basically, Oculus Desktop takes your computer's desktop and puts it right in front of you in VR space. Users of the virtual desktop application will be familiar with this concept. And there I am right there. This is how I'm recording the whole thing. Okay, that's neat. It's quite useful, especially in making you stay inside the headset instead of having to take it off every now and again just to go configure something on the computer. Now you can do it all within Oculus Dash, which is available across the entire system. Through my first experience, it worked pretty well, and I think it'll be quite useful when it comes to release. Along with Oculus Dash, we now get an update to the Oculus Store, which is now available in VR space. Well, come to think about it, it's more of an expansion. Previously, in order to add new titles to your account, you would have to access the Oculus Store via the desktop browser or the desktop client. It's pretty standard procedure, but now it's available in VR space, meaning you will have all the titles in front of you in VR space. The new Oculus Store gives you this really nice environment around you, even though you can't move around in it. Now most people, I imagine, would feel more comfortable making purchases in front of the keyboard. So I don't know how useful this update will be in the short run, but definitely it does add a layer of convenience to the whole experience. Maybe one day when VR becomes more mainstream, it will feel less awkward making purchases inside of VR space. Then finally, we're going to come to the last part of this update, Oculus Home. And this, in my opinion, is the most exciting part of the update. The new Oculus Home becomes your main landing space when you strap on the VR headspace. And this entire space is completely customizable. When you start it up for the first time, they're going to run you through a tutorial just to show you how to basically operate the controls inside of Oculus Home. It's pretty standard. During the tutorial, you will learn that most things in your environment can be moved and customized. Wow, so everything in here can be moved. You can really make this place your own. And it all happens in a pretty natural way. The controls do take some time to get used to, but they are somewhat intuitive. Whoops. I just wanted the golf club. Won't touch that again. Now in Oculus Home, your furniture can be moved around. Your ceilings can be customized as well as your walls. Even the whole environment around your Oculus Home can be changed. As of right now, there are 3 different settings that you can choose from. First of all, you get the vantage point by the sea. This one is really calming and peaceful. It's my favorite one. And then there is outer space. This one puts a few planets outside of your Oculus Home, so I imagine it'd be quite appealing to those who are really into sci-fi. I personally found this one a little underwhelming, but it is space after all. And then the third one puts you into a major urban city that has an awfully close resemblance to Gotham. And this one makes me feel like I'm in Gotham City. Which is nice. Kind of nice. Inside of Oculus Home, you can also load in some interactive objects, like a laser gun, a bow and arrow, targets that can be hit by the laser gun or the bow and arrow, ping pong balls, golf clubs. You can spend a few minutes distracted by these objects. Okay, I am not a ball player. Let me try this out. Come on. Or several minutes. I mean, it's a lot harder than it looks because you can actually feel the weight of this ball. Finally got it. But there are also some really cool interactive objects, like games you own and achievements that you got within the game. They're now somewhat tangible. Oh, neat, you can display your games. Like if you collect games, or just want to show off like your favorite game, check that out. You can take them and put them on shelves to really feel a sense of pride for unlocking them. My favorite object so far has to be the little game console, where you can actually take copies of games that you own, and they're like cartridges, and you just plug them into the console, and then a VR headset shows up in your VR space, and you put that on and it loads up the game for you. I don't know how technically impressive that one is, but it's just really neat. Overall, I definitely feel like this update is a move in the right direction. The new Oculus Dash adds a whole new layer of interactivity, utilizing more 3D space and really taking advantage of the VR system. It feels like this is what the future of VR is really gonna look like. Oculus Shop may be useful. For now, it seems more like a convenience thing. Somewhat convenient. I mean, opening up the store on your computer really wasn't all that inconvenient. And Oculus Home, wow, this one's impressive. Just the flexibility of it really gives you a sense of ownership over this part in your VR system. I can imagine some pretty neat social implications with it in the near future, where maybe you can invite a friend and then they can see all these cool things that you customize your VR house with. This is not yet a feature, but I'm almost certain that they will make it a feature, because then why else would you customize your own VR house? Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know if you have a VR system yourself and whether or not you've tried this update. And if you have, let me know your first impressions in the comments below. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I got an idea. The bow? Got it. That looks like a mother box.